Sports are the source of a lot of inspiration and insight for leaders. The martial arts is not often looked at for lessons on how we can do a better job of running our businesses. Let's correct that oversight today. Welcome back to Year 4 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale, Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are looking at giving you a big edge in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 163, and we are talking about business lessons straight from the Karate Dojo. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. I've often thought there are so many lessons from the martial arts for our businesses. Here are my musings after 50 years of training in traditional Shitoryu Karate. Stepping onto the dojo floor. The dojo is the ultimate equalizer. Whether you arrived by chauffeur-driven roller or took Shanks mare, once you step onto that dojo floor, only your ability and character separates you from everyone else. You had all your wealth, privileges, educational background, society status, connections stripped away, and you were left alone to rise or fall based on your own abilities. In business, we forget this primary lesson and allow people to accrue titles, status, and power unattributed to their abilities. We need to see beyond the spin and politics and ensure that people's real abilities are recognized and rewarded. Starting the class begins with a short meditation interval. This is designed to focus the mind and separate the day from what is to come. Next, everyone is bowing toward the front. The front of the class represents all who came before us. We're not here today based solely on what we have done. Others were here before us, building the art and the organization. By bowing, we acknowledge the continuum and our responsibility to keep it going. Now we bow to the teachers, respecting their knowledge and their devotion. Finally, we bow to each other, expressing our solidarity as fellow travelers on a journey of self-discovery. How do we start the workday? Is there a chore or morning gathering of the work group to get everyone aligned and focused on the why we are here? In our office, we review one of the Dale Carnegie principles each day. We then share our scheduled meetings, our highest goals for the day, end with a motivational quote, and a final rousing call to do all we can, do our best to ganbarimashou. Stretching. We warm up our minds and our bodies in training by going through a set routine to stretch our muscles to be able to operate at the highest possible levels of performance. If you are a sales team, are you beginning your day with role play practice and coaching, or are you just practicing on the client? Basics. We repeat the same drills over and over every day, every year, forever. We are seeking purity of form and perfection of execution. We are aiming for absolute efficiency and economy of movement. We are preparing ourselves for a Zen state where we can react without pre-thought. A large amount of our work is routine, but can we improve the systems, the execution to bring in greater efficiencies and achieve higher productivity? Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. Sparring. There are two formats. Prearranged sparring dictates what is coming and the order in which it comes. Free sparring is 100% spontaneous, ebbing and flowing with the rhythm of ploy and counterploy. At a high level, this is like playing a full chess match in under 1 minute, but using our physical techniques with total body commitment. When we compete in the marketplace, are we a speedboat or an oil tanker? Are we nimble, adaptive, on purpose, and aware of market changes? Are we thinking steps ahead of the opposition, anticipating their moves and constantly outflanking them, applying our brains and speed over their brawn? Kata. These are full power set pieces representing a battle against multiple opponents. The forms are fixed and the aim is perfection. The form is set and so we can release the mind into a Zen state, enabling us to go beyond the form. Are we able to keep reproducing execution pieces of our work in business that are perfected? Can we refine our actions for the maximum effectiveness? Can we eliminate mistakes, defects, and rework entirely at all levels in the organization? Strengthening and warm down. Strength training is there to build the physical power and our mental perseverance. We do a final stretch to reduce stiffness and muscle pain by reducing lactic acid buildup in the muscles. Are our training methodologies making us stronger than our rivals in the marketplace? Are we allocating sufficient time to grow our people? Are we seeing outcomes from the training time invested? Finish. We repeat the bowing, and this time we add our values. We voice carefully chosen words which represent the value system of our dojo: effort, patience, moderation, respect. These are the last things we hear in our minds before we go back to our normal lives. How do we end the workday? Do we set up for the next day by reviewing what we did today, what we achieved, and what we need to work on tomorrow? Do we reflect on the quality of our performance and think about ways to do better? The system of the martial arts hasn't changed all that much over the many centuries, and for a very simple reason. It works. How about your company? Are you perfecting your systems for the ages? Please subscribe to the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Our website details are on screen now: enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Awesome value, so check it out. You might also enjoy our other shows for podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshier show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Puro podcast. Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. You get these wherever you get your podcast. Now, also, every second Thursday, we release the Business Puro Television Show. Every Friday, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And every Saturday, the Japan's top business interviews show on YouTube. In episode number 164, we are talking about stand for something when you present. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. I've only got one direction in mind for you and your business. That is up.